Well, the last thing we need is more rain, but that's exactly what we could get. Now, before we talk about the flooding damage, let's get an update on the ongoing flood threat from WYMT's Brandon Robinson. And Brandon, thank goodness it's been quiet for much of the day.
Yes, sir, Steve, and we hope it stays that way, but we know based on what we've seen the last couple of days, it probably will not. So be on guard. Make sure that you're keeping weather aware and make sure you've got that app or weather radio handy to make sure that you're getting those alerts as they're issued. Let's take a look at line pinpoint Doppler radar. Not much going on at this point. Most of the rain's down to our south. We're going to continue to keep an eye on that for you. If we can go over to the line pinpoint Doppler radar, and we'll again kind of show you what's going on there as we go through. But right now the rain is in the southern counties, back down toward Claiborne and Campbell counties in East Tennessee. We look at some of those temperatures out there this afternoon. I'll kind of scoot this way just a little bit so you can see them. So again, we've got some temperatures out there in the 70s and 80s as we head through the afternoon hours here for today. Across the state and region there we go. 88 a forecast high in Paducah, same thing, or forecast right now in Owensboro, 91 in Nashville. So a lot of heat to our west, 90 in Louisville, but still some cooler temperatures here. 83 Jackson, Charleston, 74 in the Tri-Cities. Your day planner for the rest of the evening, we're going to start to cool off. Now, will that rain be the thing that does that for us, or will it be something else? We'll keep an eye on it, keep it posted as we head deeper into the evening. Steve?
Brandon, thank you. Now let's take a look at some of the terrible damage that we've seen across eastern Kentucky today. First to Nott County. One person is confirmed to have died there and several others are still unaccounted for. Rescue efforts are still underway after continuing through the night. In Hindman, entire homes were swept off their foundation and pushed downstream. Multiple water lines have burst in Hindman. The city government is suffering major losses and restoration efforts have been hindered by the flood.
This is our city lot. We have our excavators, our trucks, backhoes, graders, lawnmowers, and in the bottom basement here of this building here is our water sewer department. And it appears that everything here has been destroyed.
Downtown Hindman, as you can see, also saw devastating damage. Floodwaters knocked out windows and washed out many businesses entirely. Certainly just sad to see that in several downtowns this afternoon. First responders in Floyd County are braving the swift floodwaters and continue to rescue folks stranded in their homes. WYMT's Jordan Mullins has more from the Garrett area, where several rescues have already been made by local fire departments and rescue squads with the help of some local Good Samaritans.
Flash floods have devastated much of Floyd County early Thursday morning, especially in the Wayland, Garrett, and Maytown areas, where rescues continue to be made.
And then the Right Beaver started. Wayland, Edge of Daylight, down to Garrett now. Numerous rescues have been underway, and some have already been obviously successful.
By local first responders, with assistance by residents throughout the area.
Boats in the water by the fire departments and rescue squads, and a lot of just Good Samaritans are bringing us boats to use and jet skis in the water. So we're using about all resources that we have to make these rescues, and so far a lot of them are being made, but we've got a lot more to make.
One Garrett resident, Frank Wright, lost his home and most of his belongings.
I said it's time to go, so I shut what electric I could off, run in the house and grabbed what I could. I left with 2 shirts, 1 pair of shorts, and 2 pair of boots, 1 pair of socks.
Despite the loss, he is focused on helping others and remaining positive.
Now I've done lost everything I got, so I'm out trying to help other people just save lives, you know.
An entire community coming together when folks need it most.
As Jordan Mullins reporting, Wright added that 2 of his own family members were stranded in their home in the Maytown area, but were rescued and transported to receive medical care. Wright added that 1 of the 2 who were rescued were admitted to the hospital. The other was treated and released. Now, if you are in Floyd County and you need help, you can text Sheriff Hunt at 606-594-3377. You can text Floyd County Dispatch at 606-515-1946 or message the Floyd County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. Sheriff Hunt says most phone lines are down in highly impacted areas such as Garrett. Phone lines have been a big issue today in many counties where folks, in some cases from outside eastern Kentucky, have not been able to get in touch with their loved ones. That doesn't mean anything bad has happened. They've just not been able to make contact. Well, in Perry County, the story is very similar. This afternoon, people are waiting for the water to recede so the cleanup can begin. Water, rocks, and other debris litter the city streets in Hazard. Across the county, mudslides covered roads. Portions of some roads gave way, leaving massive gaps and leaving drivers with dead ends. County officials say repairs will take time as they assess the damage.
It's hard to make a lot of progress today because you're gathering up supplies, you're gathering up pipe. We probably got 100+ pipe out. We probably got 10+ bridges out.
For those needing a place to stay, the Presbyterian Church in downtown Hazard is open as a shelter. And I might mention too, we're keeping a close eye on the North Fork of the Kentucky River in Hazard. It is now above flood stage, expected to crest later tonight around 27 feet. We'll see if it gets that high. It may not. Well, now let's go a little farther west. Clay County has been hit hard by the recent flooding in Oneida. The Director of Emergency Management, David Watson, says while they have received several calls of people trapped in their homes in the area, roads and bridges are impassable. Watson says it took their team 4 hours to drive just 8 miles trying to get to Oneida.
The piece I think that's most disturbing is most of our residents in the Oneida area in northern Clay County are just now getting their homes back, just now getting their homes fixed to where they're livable from the flood 2 years ago in March. As I drove back through there this morning and just seen the devastation that this water had created on those same homeowners, and it's going to go through the same process again, it's just very saddening.
Watson says the county is going to rely heavily on donations to help get them back to normal, and we have confirmed 1 death in Clay County this afternoon. There is also at least 1 death in Perry County and 1 death in Nott County. Coming up on First at 4, stocks on Wall Street rallied after the Federal Reserve hiked interest rates again in hopes of bringing down inflation.
Rain chances have died out for now, but we are bracing for more in the next 48 hours. I'll have the latest in just a few minutes.